Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Denise.
This is she.
Hey, Denise, how are you?
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. I've heard of it.
Sweet.
Awesome. We're taking a survey today.
Cool, we'll check that down. Any idea why I'm calling you?
No.
You recently went out with a guy named Kevin.
How would you know that?
I know that because Kevin actually emailed us and told us a little bit about your date.
What?
And then asked if we could call you to find out why you don't want to go out with him again.
Really? He wrote into you guys.
Yeah, he emailed us. It's a segment we do on our show. We do it all the time. It's called a second date update.
There are a lot of reasons why I don't want to go out with him again.
Really? A lot of reasons?
I want to hear at least a couple.
Let's start with the beginning. He said that he thought you might not be calling him back because his car was like in the shop and you had to come pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. Like, I have a car. It was fine. I understand when people get in, like, accidents. Like, obviously, he didn't plan for that. Hopefully, it's not, like, a thing that happens all the time because then that's, like, a whole nother issue.
Right.
But what else did he tell you about the date?
He said that you guys had dinner, shared dessert, and then you drove him back to his place.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a kiss, and you were just like, nope.
No way.
No way.
See, and I thought that was mixed signals because you ordered dessert, which usually indicates you're having a good time and you want it to last longer.
No, I just like dessert.
Oh, okay. So you can sacrifice hanging out with a dude you're not that into for some chocolate. I get that.
All right, so he wasn't so terrible that you couldn't eat dessert with him, is what you're saying.
I could handle a couple more minutes.
Okay. So what didn't you like about him then?
It all sort of started when I picked him up. I was okay with picking him up, but when he got in the car, you know, I could just tell that he was really frazzled. And I get it. He was just in a car accident, calling his insurance. Like, I totally am a human, and I understand that, like, that's really stressful. But when he got in the car, he said he was tired, and I was like, do you want me to take you home? But he just said no, and he just asked if we drove to the restaurant in silence because he was just going to take a little micro nap.
Are you
Take
serious?
a nap?
He slept in the car while you drove to the restaurant?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's when, like, fine, turn on the radio, like, let him zone out.
Oh, my God.
Totally get that. Then he actually closed his eyes, said, like, thanks, like, we'll catch up when we get to the restaurant.
Shut up. I did not. What was going through your head when you're driving in the car with this sleeping stranger sitting next to you?
It was, like, just really bizarre.
Did he ever address it? Like apologize? Like, hey, I'm sorry that I took a nap.
No, in fact, when we got to the restaurant, I put the car in park, and he just snapped right awake. And it was like, oh, here we are. And I mean, it was so weird. Like, he just was like this brand new refreshed person after this 10-minute car ride and this little nap that he took.
That's all the guy needed was a nap.
Yeah.
A little power nap, and then you're good.
Yeah, I mean, we were having such a good time, like really nice, easy conversation. And then we ordered dessert. And right after we ordered, he said, I'm going to take a little nap again.
What?
At the table?
At the table.
Is he? Was he joking with you at that point?
No, so I asked him if he was joking, and he said he wasn't. And before he even finished that sentence, he was curled up in a little ball in the booth in the back of the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
Like he actually curled up in a ball in the booth?
He laid down.
Pretty much. I mean, he wasn't sucking his thumb, but he was getting very comfortable.
And he wasn't kicked out of the restaurant? I've done that a lot drunk, and they kick you out.
Yeah,
Well, that's probably because of the drunk part,
Oh,
Jubal.
maybe. Okay.
Yeah, not the sleeping part.
How long was he asleep for?
Like 15 minutes.
Wait,
But
so
again, it was like they put the plate on the table, and he just snapped awake and was like ready to have more conversation, and I was just very confused.
So you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he just goes back into talking about whatever you guys left off on?
It was incredible. I have never heard or seen of, you know, this ability to nap anywhere, but it happened on my date, and I don't know.
I know the perfect way to figure it out, Denise.
What's that?
Why don't we just ask him? Because Kevin's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, and he wants to talk to you.
Or sleeping through the conversation. I don't...
What?
Kevin, are you there?
Hi, Denise. Yeah, I'm here.
Wake up, Kevin!
This is not happening.
No, it actually is.
Denise, I didn't think you'd have such a big problem with napping.
You can nap all you want in your room, on a couch, in front of the TV, but, like, on a first date, in a restaurant, in my car.
But they're just micro naps. Like, the date wouldn't have gone so well if I was tired.
What? But I asked in the beginning. I said we don't have to do this. Like I totally like I knew you were stressed out. I could see it.
But we did go on a date. We had a great time on the date. We even had dessert, and I only had 2 naps. So
this is all the time. You take naps like that all the time. Not when you're just stressed out about a car accident.
They work really well. I'm actually surprised more people don't do it. I don't know why everybody finds it so funny.
Kevin, are you saying that you don't find it strange that you took 2 naps on a first date?
No, it's not strange at all. You're making this out to be a bigger issue than it really is. Look, a lot of people take micro naps throughout the day. A lot of Japanese people take naps throughout the day.
I take naps. Yeah, I get that, but I don't curl up in a restaurant booth with a girl I'm trying to impress while I'm eating dinner with her.
Well, see, okay, that's what you're not getting. I couldn't impress her with such a great date without taking that nap.
You didn't impress me by taking those naps either.
Okay, look, I feel like I'm on trial here for taking a nap, okay?
Kevin, you're not on trial for taking a nap. You're not. You're on trial for taking 2 naps on your first date. It is kind of strange.
Look, I listened to you on the radio, and you are kind of strange, so why is this my problem?
That is very true. Very true.
I'm still confused. Do you have like a sleeping disorder or something, Kevin?
It's not a sleeping disorder. You take naps throughout the day. It makes you more productive. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel by taking naps, okay?
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, but I doubt that he took naps while he was on a first date with a girl.
That's true. We don't know much about Michelangelo's dating experience.
I'm sure if he did have a girl that he was dating, that he would have taken micro naps, and they would have had a great date.
I will say, Denise, I mean, despite this odd behavior, which isn't really necessarily bad towards you at all, you had a great time.
When he was awake, yes.
Okay, Denise, what about this? What if I can promise you that Kevin stays awake and you guys go out on a second date? We will pay for it.
Are you going to come with us?
No, I don't want to be around Kevin.
Okay.
But we will pay for a second date if you'll go out with him again. Kevin, can you stay awake?
Yes, or we could take a napping date together.
Oh, there you go.
A little cuddle time.
That's an attractive offer, but I think I like to go on dates where people stay awake the whole time and we don't have to worry about someone falling asleep. So I'm okay.
I think you should take a micro nap and make that decision again.
I'm okay. I'm okay with my sleep schedule. I'm like a grown woman who stays awake.
Are you sure, Denise? Denise, we could wait for like 10 minutes while you take a nap and sleep on it.
Please, would you mind? Just so everyone knows what that feels like. No, I'm good.
All right. Well, Denise, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm sorry we couldn't get you a second date.
It was worth a try.
Or maybe warn people about your micronaps. Let them know what you're doing first.
Yes.
Or just learn how to stay awake for a 4-hour span. I don't know.
You know, you guys are really missing out here. These micronaps are the way of the future. If you want to be productive, if you want to, bring your ratings up, you should probably try some micronaps.
Hey, we'll try anything at this point, so yeah, why not?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.